Today we're going to talk about how to achieve your goal. There's a question recently I've got, how to have motivation and reach your goal. So before we talk about that, let us look at what is goal. Three kinds of goals. The first one, we call it a goal. So a goal is something that you already know how to achieve. For example, like you want to buy a new car, but you have already got a car before, you know how to buy it. So it's not really that make you grow, okay? It won't stretch you, okay? Because you already know how to do it. That's the type A goal. The second type of goal is called B goal. B goal is something that you never tried, never done before, but you sort of know how to achieve it. For example, you want to buy a house, okay? You know that you need to have a down payment, so you need to save money, right? And then you need to get a mortgage. The second, so you're going to find a bank and ask them to apply for a mortgage, okay? So it's things that you know how to do it, sort of, but you've never done before, okay? It's not something that's unrealistic. You can achieve it when you take action, okay? So the last type of goal is called C goal. These goals are things that you really want to have, but you don't know how to achieve. It's really big. Like, for example, you want to buy a castle, okay? A castle is really big dream, okay? You don't know how to achieve it, but you really want to have it, okay? These are the type C goal. So it depends on what kind of goals you want to achieve. Some goals are something that you already know how to do it. You don't really need motivation. But goals like the type C goal, which are very big, it's just like a dream. It will take a lot of courage and determination. And those type of goals will demand lots of motivation. So how can we motivate ourselves to achieve those goals? So when we talk about motivation, we need to consider a few things. You need to ask yourself a few things. First of all, is the goal that you set for yourself something that you really want? Is it something that you desire? So the second question is why? Why do you want to achieve that goal? What's the intention? Okay. So the second question is, why do we need to know the intention? Because that is the drive. This is the driving force. So the next is identify your circle of competence. I've talked about that in my previous video. If you want to understand more this circle of competence, you can look at the previous videos. I will post the link below. So you need to understand what's your strengths and weaknesses. Then the third question you need to ask is, what stops you from achieving the goal? Okay. What are the obstacles? Is that because you're scared? What makes you feel scared? Okay. What stops you from moving forward? So find out all these obstacles. So if you're willing to overcome the challenges, overcome those obstacles, okay, you need to take actions. So how can we take actions? It's not just by random, okay. You need to have an action plan. So what we need to do is to plan using the reverse engineering method. What does it mean? So you work back from the end, that is your goal. See as if you have already achieved that goal, okay? So imagine what would be the last step before you achieve the goal, okay? And then gradually work backwards and see what actions you need to take. And also, you need to be aware of your thinking, okay? Sometimes there would be inner critics or some inner voice telling you, hey, don't do it. It's too difficult. It's not for you, you know. These voices of thinking will stop you from moving forward. So be aware of these thinkings, okay? Try to stop them before they become dominant, okay? So make sure you do your self check, okay? Make sure your thinking will be supportive to guide you to your goal. So the last step is to identify someone that can be your accountable partner. A journey by yourself is really lonely and challenging. But if there's someone that you can lean on, or you can seek advice and they can support you, then it's a very good idea